If there is one ideal that the Federation holds most dear, it is that all men, all races can be united. What better example? A Starfleet captain standing in the Romulan Senate.
When you first learned that the Romulan sun was going to explode and the terrible consequences that would bring, what feelings came up for you?
There are no words to describe the calamitous scale of that change.
I promised the Romulans that I would save their planet.
10,000 warp-capable ferries, a mission to relocate 900 million Romulan citizens.
If you want to look for a historical analogy, Dunkirk.
Using red matter, I would create a black hole, which would absorb the exploding star.
But the Federation understood there were millions of lives at stake.
Romulan lives.
No. Lives.
The union of the Vulcan and the Romulan people will not be achieved by politics or by diplomacy. But it will be achieved. The answer has been here before us all along. Like the first Vulcans, these people are struggling toward a new enlightenment.
A group of rogue synthetics dropped the planetary defense shields and hacked Mars' own defense net, wiping out the rescue armada and completely destroying the Utopia Planitia shipyard. The explosions ignited the flammable vapors in the stratosphere. Mars remains on fire to this day. 92,143 lives were lost.
I regret that we meet in this way. You and I are of a kind. In a different reality. I could have called you friend.
What if someday the Federation made peace with the Romulans?
What is it? What's wrong?
That's Mars. What's happening? What's this mean?
All synthetic life forms are banned throughout the Federation effective immediately. All active units are dismantled and all research is halted.
That's crazy.
All reserve officers are being called back. The Federation needs you, Catherine.
Without sense, we're now short thousands of able hands across the Federation. And so, Starfleet Command has been asked to scale back operations and cease all exploration to focus on protecting our own planetary citizens.
With all due respect, there's too much at stake to pull back now. The Romulan evacuation.
I have already informed Admiral Picard. He didn't take it well, to say the least.
I never dreamed that Starfleet would give in to intolerance and fear.
What happened in there?
I said that either they accept the revised evacuation plan or my resignation.
Are you serious?
I had little time. I had to extract the red matter and shoot it into the supernova. As I began my return trip, I was intercepted. He called himself Nero. In my attempt to escape, both of us were pulled into the black hole. Nero went through first. He was the first to arrive.
Nero and his crew spent the next 25 years awaiting my arrival.
But what was years for Nero was only seconds for me. I went through the black hole. Nero was waiting for me. He beamed me here so that I could observe his vengeance, so that I would know his pain.
Listen to me, little brother. This is the last advice I'll ever be able to give you. There's a whole galaxy out there, full of people who will reach for you. You have to let them. Find that person who seems farthest from you and reach for them.
I will.
Wer lockt uns sich, Michael?
It's Navarre. You'd know it by its former name. Vulcan.
The Vulcans changed their name?
Well, it's not just the Vulcans who live there now. They share the planet with the Romulans.
The Romulans were considered enemies in our time.
And for a long time after. Until Ambassador Spock brought them back. You see, history forgot this in your time, but the Vulcans and the Romulans were two tribes of the same species that went their separate ways. Your brother started the process of reunifying them.
And he succeeded.
It took centuries after his death, but yes.
The union of the Vulcan and the Romulan people will not be achieved by politics or by diplomacy. But it will be achieved. Like the first Vulcans, these people are struggling toward a new enlightenment. And it may take decades or even centuries for them to reach it, but they will reach it. And I must help.
You guys are chronic overachievers.